Oh, for nearly a decade now, local leaders have promised big things for the South Alabama mega site in North Baldwin County. 10 years later, the site still sits empty. In tonight's reality check, NBC 15's Andrea Ramey asks those leaders when the $32 million investment taxpayers made is going to pay off.
Here at the South Alabama mega site, land is graded and cleared, utilities are in, and a CSX railroad spur is going in. All that's missing is the production facility. The county leaders say it's not a question of if, only when. In 2018, Japanese auto manufacturers Mazda and Toyota announced it selected a site in Huntsville for its $1.6 billion joint venture manufacturing plant. Baldwin County Commissioner Joe Davis says the mega site in Baldwin County was a close contender for the project.
I'm the one that got the phone call when we found out that we finished second. And I told our folks, I said, well, this is not the Olympics. You don't get a silver medal and a bronze medal. It's gold medal or nothing.
You only get to announce when you finish first.
Lee Lawson, who leads the Baldwin County Economic Development Alliance, says in the last 5 years, there have been more than 40 projects to consider the mega site. Non-disclosure agreements and ongoing talks prevent him from saying which companies. Lawson says the projects have averaged 1,700 jobs with $500 million in capital investment.
Why do you think we haven't crossed the finish line?
Yeah, I mean, there's a multitude of reasons. We rely on the region to supply our workforce, not just Baldwin County. These companies are looking for density. You know, we compete against areas of the country that may have 100 to 200,000 more people in that same radius that we're being analyzed on.
Indeed, you have to be playing the long game in this instance with sites like this.
Site Selection magazine, which tracks economic development projects, says communities that invest in sites often have to be patient.
Going back to the BMW example, landing in a place where, you know, at one time they lost 25,000 jobs in the textile industry in the Spartanburg area of South Carolina. And the BMW and their 40 some odd suppliers that have located around South Carolina have transformed not just the upstate, but the whole region.
The timeline, it looks daunting, but it is very similar to what other communities experience.
John Longshore works as a site selection consultant and helps companies decide where to locate projects. He says adding the rail connection on the mega site and creating a 1 million square foot pad makes the site much more competitive.
I do think that it is now sitting very well compared to other mega sites across the South and Southeast with the improvements that have been made.
Is it a goal of ours to have had done it sooner? Absolutely. But I mean, just like we go back, I mean, you can look at other successful sites like the VW site where Volkswagen chose Chattanooga. That site sat there for 15 years. The Huntsville site was on the board for 10 plus years.
Did you ever think when the commission purchased this that it would take this long, or that?
I was hoping it wouldn't.
Commissioner Skip Gruber was a commissioner in 2012 when the county made the call to spend $32 million to purchase the 3,000 acres. He says the county, coming off the recession and 2010 oil spill, was trying to diversify its economy, which is heavily reliant on beach tourism.
Trying to get some better economy.
A goal they're still working on and believe one day the mega site will deliver.
This is not about if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen.
To help with workforce development and create a pipeline of workers, which Lawson says is critical, the Baldwin County Public School System plans to break ground this September on a state-of-the-art career technical high school that'll be in the central part of the county. In Baldwin County, Andrea Ramey, NBC 15 News.